What are your thoughts on ghosting? So I find ghosting to be one of the most annoying things. It is a form of avoidance, extreme emotional or physical, spiritual, I don't know, avoidance, regardless. I find it so annoying. I think it's also incredibly insulting. The lack of consideration is insulting. Now, if you're dealing with somebody in an interpersonal dynamic, excuse me, the degree of insult is dependent on the degree of connection you might have possibly had. So when you think about maybe you're trying to date somebody or get to know someone nice or whatever, and someone ghosts you, it is insulting, right? There's a lack of consideration. It is incredibly hurtful. It impacts us in such a negative way. But then if you're friends with somebody and they ghost you, that's even more insulting because you've actually established a bond, a foundation, and now you're being ghosted. So in the past, when I was in times of extreme distress and I needed time, just space, I had a habit of like telling my friends or people like, hey, I'm gonna disappear for a little bit. I just need a little bit of time. I'm gonna come back. I'll reach out to you when it's time for me to do that. So I always informed people, I am disappearing, I need time, I'll be back, right? So I communicate that because I'm well aware of how painful it is to just receive silence. And I've been a recipient of ghosting, so I don't want anyone to feel that way. So I've always been somebody, even in the depth of my darkness, if I needed time, I would reach out and tell people that. But, I wasn't always disappearing because actually I was more service to people the most in the depth of my darkness. The most pain I've been in when I've talked about the TBI or all the stuff going on, I was actually actively of service to people during those times. So the times where I did disappear was like kind of like mild depression, mild stuff. But in the severity of my darkness, I was there for people. But in any case, ghosting, it is so insulting because the least you can do is send a text message and say, I need time. We'll be back. I'll circle back to this. The least you can do. But disappearing for months, days, whatever, and then coming back and thinking, we're just going to pick up right where we left off. No, that's actually insulting. That shows pride, that shows entitlement, and a lack of consideration. That actually tells me, anyone that has done that to me tells me they never respected me. They never respected me. That's it. So, in any case, what are your